we're gonna get all into that. But what I do want to get into first, since we're talking about Chicago, bro, you know how big of a Chance fan I am. How did you feel about Chance's new album?
Man, I don't
This
know.
is open
Coloring
like
Book,
for
right?
everybody.
Wow.
Wow.
It's
Oh,
hard,
you mean
man.
acid rap?
Oh yeah, no, 10 days. Yeah.
Oh,
no,
10 days.
Yeah.
No.
Well, 10 days and counting. Yeah.
I don't. You want to go first?
Nervous. Nah, I don't know, man.
If you say
I
the
like
wrong
Chance.
things, he's gonna kick you out.
I
right
like
now.
Chance. Don't get me wrong. Can't not like Chance, you know.
Right.
And
That's
it's
what I'm
like,
saying.
especially like for us, like we went to that show in Milwaukee, fucking opened up for Mac,
Yeah.
and it was like that was when Acid Rap dropped.
Right.
And I don't know, dude. As a Chance fan, it's like it's hard when you go from all that shit he's talking about, all the drugs and all that dumb shit, and now it's like I love my wife.
Bro, it was a big like.
So it's
180,
hard.
yeah.
It's hard. Like, I mean, it's hard to fill his shoes and think like, man, what? Like, why don't people want to hear my stuff? But I feel like as a realist, bro, you have to sit down and be like, well, let me look at what I used to make and what I make now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
As far as music content, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I don't know, but like people say that he's like growing up and like he wants his fans to like evolve with him as like a mature a dad essentially because he is a dad. Like
Yeah. But I mean,
Right.
at the same time, it's like you literally made an album called Acid Rap,
Bro.
while you were on acid,
that shit was wild.
and it's fire. Like it's all
Yeah.
fire, honestly.
Yeah,
But then it's like a few years later now you love your wife and you love God, and it's like it's cool. Don't get me wrong. You can't knock anybody for what they want to do, what they want to
Yeah.
say, but
I don't know. I feel like if I ever get married, like yo, I'm gonna be bumping the big day on that. Like, ooh,
Right.
what's up
It's a
with
big day.
John Legend? Like, yo, let's go. Yeah, but
Yeah.
and then
think
after
about it
that, you
way.
know, you're 10 years in, you hate your life, and nah.
oh damn, no, and just go back to acid rap. No,
Just bring it all back,
bro, I don't know, man. I feel like lyrically, like he's dope, and like he's shown that with everything. Like everything he's done has been like lyrical, right? Because
Right.
I mean, he's young, like all these other rappers are young, but he's never had a moment where it's like, yo, that shit's trash, bro. Until now,
Yeah.
you know what I'm
Really?
saying? Yeah.
So like example.
Like if you look back at his like discography, I mean, we mentioned Acid Rap, 10 Day,
Classics.
even Coloring Book, right?
Classics.
Like Coloring Book was like
It was good.
It wasn't his like first album, but I mean, come on, it was his first album, like that shit.
Yeah.
When that dropped, it was so dope how he had like Kanye on there, 2 Chainz, Lil Wayne, like he had all these different like
Gospel.
sounds,
all the
yeah,
gospel stuff,
you know, and it was super different. It was super like sonically, like it was like it covered a lot of ground.
Right.
But I feel like with the Big Day, he tried to do that, but in a way where he wasn't like tapping into like like I don't know, like
Yeah.
he was just doing it in a mature way, and I don't think it resonated with a lot of people.
Okay,
if that
I
makes
get
any
what you're
sense. Yeah.
Oh, I saw it as more like kind of what you were saying, or what Julio was saying. Like he's a dad, he got married, and all this. I thought it was kind of like I understood it as a send off to his old style of music, kind of like what Graduation was for Kanye.
Ooh,
That's
okay.
what I saw it as.
So it was like him saying goodbye to his like
To that,
teenage years.
Yeah, to that era of his music, that era of his life. Because like immediately, I know I mentioned it a couple weeks ago. I said the first time that I played it and the first song I was like, oh, that reminds me a lot of Good Ass Intro. It was like almost the same thing,
The same energy, the same
energy, same type of vibe that I got from it.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, this is like because it's the big day. Like yeah, it's about his wedding, but I figured it's like the big day. Like this is it. Like I'm done with this part of Chance the Rapper.
Okay, yeah,
I'm
that
gonna
makes
do
sense.
something
Yeah.
else. Yeah. So that's what I understood it as. So I think I gave it more leeway when I was listening to it because of that.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh, this is him saying goodbye.
Yeah, you gotta say it.
Yeah, this is good.
Yeah.
I didn't think of it like that.
I mean, you can say goodbye in the other way though.
Yeah.
Like
Well, that's I don't know.
That's
'cause-
a tough comparison too. It's like
It
right
is.
after graduation, it was like 808 Heartbreak, and it's like
Yeah.
he changed the game.
Well, I guess
nah.
I mean we don't know
No.
what he's gonna do though.
Yeah,
Like, I
no.
mean, I doubt it's gonna be that, but yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, man. It's hard. It's hard to.
And it is
Like-
weird because everything's really positive.
Everything is positive.
Every track on that was like really happy.
And then he tweeted all that stuff,
well, yeah.
and that kind of made it a little worse.
Well, the
I
whole
feel-
I love my wife. The
Well, the
like,
time like he's like, I feel like people want me to kill myself.
oh, he did
Yeah.
tweet that. Yeah, he went on a little rant on Twitter
Yeah.
talking about how like people are gonna just talk shit about him, but he doesn't care. Like he's just gonna give it up to God, which is cool. Like again, like you can do whatever you want.
he's putting
then-
it out there, and what happens happens.
Yeah, don't try to sell your album with hashtag I love my wife. Like, dude, we don't love your wife. Like, you love your wife. Let us love your music.
No,
I
no,
would
see,
if
he
she-
wants
how much
everyone to
money
know
she
he
got.
loves his wife. No. He's gonna end up like fucking Seth Curry.
Oh, with everyone
shit.
like talking shit about his wife,
Yeah.
like attention.
The shoot your shot.
Yeah.
They're fucking.
But she's a real one though, you know.
Mama
She
Carey.
tweeted during the finals when he started losing.
She could cook.
She does have her own.
She has a cooking show.
What does
Yeah.
Chance's wife have?
A
Cooking
second
show.
baby on the way?
No
No.
shit.
Really?
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh, that's why you're so positive.
Wow.
Yeah, right?
Gotta be. Duh.
Yeah, no. Pull out game week. No, but I
Where's the
don't.
pull-out game
Nah.
week track?
Yeah, you got a hot shower track, but no.
Where's the Plan B track?
Yeah,
Damn.
that's fine.
Jesus.
All night I've been tricking all night. No, well, you were doing more than that. No.
Yeah, you were.
Wasn't pulling out all night.
Right? Yeah, well, I mean, shout out to Chance, though. I think at the end of the day, like, we're from Chicago, so we're always going to, like, you know, support him.
Yeah,
but
For sure.
even, like you said, Kanye, like, no two Kanye albums sound alike.
Right.
So I think maybe that's what he's going with. Maybe he'll come back with some bangers and, like, it'll be different.
Yeah, like maybe just go in a completely different direction with whatever's next.
Yeah, I hope so. Yeah.
Because that's what I understood, and I hope that's what it is. Because like the thing that I hate is when an artist keeps on doing the same thing over and over again.
And it sounds repetitive.
Because it ends up sounding like the same thing, and you're never gonna make it. So like if you made Acid Rap 2,
Yeah.
like it'll probably be good, but it's not gonna be as good as the first one was. And if you make
Right.
Acid Rap 3 and Acid Rap 4 or 5, like eventually you're like, okay, make something that's not Acid Rap.
I think that's what happened with Lupe. Just everything just started sounding the same.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then it's hard too, because then you try to make the transition and then it doesn't work out, and then you're like, fuck, now what?
Yeah. Now
You
you're
know?
screwed.
Yeah. Now
And
you
I
gotta
feel like
change
that's
it.
what he was. I feel like that was he was worried about that.
So he's
because like I
trying to
like the
replicate
Chance.
it?
I like dude like when Chance raps like
Yeah.
kill shit like Slide Around and Hot Shower. I was like, oh shit, like that's a Chance I like
That
personally.
was dope.
But
Yeah.
then it's like he tries to do all that other shit, and he's like
Yeah.
wants to sing and like home. He's like Kid Cudi or some shit.
Whoa.
It just doesn't work
Oh,
out.
you just
Whoa.
you
The-
just struck a curb.
But you know what I'm trying to say is like it
Yeah,
just,
no, I
it,
get
it
you.
just didn't work out, and now it's now what?
But I
Yeah.
feel like I'd rather see that than him trying to do the same
No,
thing
for
over
sure,
and
for
over.
sure.
So like I'd rather he like does something, it doesn't go as well, and then he tries something else. You know?
Yeah.
You know what? I'll give him props though. This man is playing 2 nights at the United Center, bro. Like you said, we saw him play at
Drake did it. Nah.
Okay, well that's a whole different beast. But
I was gonna mention Drake, but I thought we'd talk about Drake later. So I
yeah,
don't
we'll
wanna
talk
bring him
about
up
Drake
yet.
in a bit. But yo,
No, that
the show we went to in Milwaukee, we drove up to see to see Chance really, but he was opening up for Mac Miller.
Yeah.
Rest in
I think
peace.
that's actually one of the last times I saw Mac in concert. Yeah, R.I.P. to Mac Miller.
For sure.
But like just shows like that where like he's the opening, you know, and like
Right.
now like a couple years later he's selling out
the
arenas. Like, bro,
Madison twice.
It's crazy. He did open too. 'Cause it was like him, the internet,
the internet,
and
Vince
then
Staples.
Mac.
So,
Oh
so
yeah,
he
it was
wasn't
just
even,
internet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because Vince Staples didn't make that show.
yeah,
he
you're
wasn't
right.
even the sole headliner either. He was
No.
just a headliner.
Yeah, and this is like Acid Rap just dropped. Like no one really knew.
$20 T-shirts upstairs.
Bro, no.
Can't find that. I can't find that shirt.
Really?
Yeah,
Yo,
it makes me mad, honestly.
honestly like so he put out those shirts again, and it's
Yeah.
like
Yeah, I
we,
seen it. I seen it.
We bought them in 2013. Nah, like what are you doing?
How much are they now?
Like $50.
And they were $20.
Dude, I swear to God, he had like all the acid rap stuff.
Shit.
It was dope. Yeah, we had like bumper stickers. Remember at work we put the
Yeah.
bumpers. I don't know. Point is, we've been following Chance for a while, and I don't know. Like this album was good, and I'm trying so hard to like it, but like
It's hard, man.
yeah.
So
It's weird
does
too
it-
because
doesn't
he's
that
like,
mean that it's bad?
Well,
Well, you said it was good, and I'm trying really
no,
hard
yeah,
to like it.
that's what I mean. Yeah, my bad. Flip that. Yeah, it's bad, but I'm trying
Really hard to
to
like
make it good. Yeah,
it's hard too because he's like one of the first people that I watched from like the go.
that's crazy, right?
Like people talk about like, oh, I've been always watched. Like Chance was like literally like I seen this guy like fucking grow up.
yeah, like
It's crazy.
really, that's it. I think that's why we're so attached to it though, because it's like,
Yeah.
like for real, like been there since day one. Which I mean, for
Do
a
you
lot
think
of
that makes you more critical of him though?
ooh, so if I just heard him for the first time, I'd be like,
Yeah.
yo, shit, I love my wife. Yeah, this is great,
Yeah,
man.
yeah. It's not that
Wow.
exactly.
It's like,
Whoa.
what? You're doing acid? What?
Whoa, acid. That's not him. That's not my chance.
But yeah, like kind of one of those things. Like if you never heard a Chance until today, like right now, and you just all of a sudden here's all of his music.
Yeah.
Like, do you think it would have made it? You would have.
I think it
liked
made
this
it better,
more?
probably, honestly.
You think so?
Maybe. Because his album is like super, like, it's versatile, you know?
Yeah.
There's so many different things.
So
that
like
he
if you,
does.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like if you went backwards, like if this was the first thing you heard of Chance, and like, damn, this is really dope. Let me go back and hear more stuff, and you went backwards, you know?
Yeah, I don't know. I've never really thought of it like that.
Like, do you think that would have made you like this more? Because if you didn't know what Chance was beforehand,
Maybe. Yeah, I think it would give it more of a like damn, this is the first album I found of him.
Right.
Yeah. So connect it more with the album. Not
You know, what I think about too is like, it kind of flopped. Well, no, it didn't kind of flop. It flopped, right? But like,
yeah.
honestly, because we're from Chicago, we think
Yeah.
Chance is like, you know, big,
Yeah.
like top dog type stuff.
Right.
But was he, like, honestly? Because his numbers were never like super great.
That's fair.
Oh, so
you're just
people
in
from
an
outside
area
of
He
the
never
city,
had
yeah.
like top, like he was never like top 10 Billboard or anything like
Yeah.
that. You were never hearing him go like platinum right away.
Yeah,
That's what I
that's
think
true.
about sometimes. Is like, man, like people are so like critical, but like, was he ever really that big? You know?
That's a
Yeah.
good point. So like, if you lived in like St. Louis, even
Yeah.
like, would Chance be?
Because he was like big, but
As big
when
as
you
he
think
is, yeah.
when people were thinking about Chance before he dropped his album, it was always like, oh, this guy does a lot for Chicago, this and that. You like honestly, people that didn't know Chance would hear more about what he does for Chicago than like, oh, this guy makes great music.
That's
Honestly.
a
Yeah.
good point.
Because people from outside of Chicago are like, oh, you donated $1 million. Well,
Yeah, like all the stuff he does.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it. Is like I don't think he should take it so bad, you know? Because
Mhm.
sometimes you gotta look back, dude, and just be like, what? How
Dude,
big was I?
Yeah. So you're kind of
That's
saying
true.
like, this is like your first big like.
Because he was
you're-
Grammy
you're
nominated,
out there.
but it happens. I
Yeah.
mean, people win Grammy.
No, not just nominated. This motherfucker won
All right.
3. Like,
Yeah.
yo.
Yeah.
His grandma
His
talks
grandma-
about it.
Oh, no pressure, no pressure. Yeah, I guess you're right, man. So our opinion's super biased then because I mean we saw him here in the backyard.
Yeah,
you
that's a
know?
good point. I didn't even think about that. Just location based. Like people in California probably don't really care about Chance.
Yeah. Who? No.
Exactly.
What did you say
Jones.
earlier? Drake. What did Drake say?
Oh, what was the lyric from the Care Package? It was a draft day. If I had left this up to Chance, I would have picked a name like Chance the Rapper.
No offense, because I don't. No, let's not say
Yeah,
that.
see?
so,
Yeah,
like,
you
no
got it.
offense, 'cause, like I don't know the dude or something.
Yeah. I mean, see, even Drake was talking about him. But yeah, speaking of the care package,
Immediately took it back. Bro. He's like, man, fuck Chance, but no, he's kind of cool though.
For real.
I don't know that guy.
I don't know him. He might be dope.
Yeah.